What's up, guys? So on today's video, what I want to talk about is new and used trucks. This video is kind of dedicated to Ken V. I just finished watching his video, and his video was phenomenal, by the way. It was a very, very good short video, a lot of information that he was able to punch in there. And I agree with everything that he's got to say. I've been trucking now for 5 years, and since I started driving, I've only driven new trucks. And I gotta agree with Kevin. I mean, I'm a driver. I want to drive a new shit. I want to drive new shit too. I don't want to drive some raggedy shit that's going to be breaking down, leaving me on the side of the road. I don't know how to work on trucks neither. Like, you know, I'm mechanically inclined and everything, but this is a whole different ballgame. So now, having said that, I'm driving in a brand new 2022 Volvo V&L 860 low driver. This thing's a monster. It's a beast. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's not my truck. It's the company's truck. It's the first new truck that they bought, and I was just so happened to be the lucky driver to be driving it. I'm in the process of also doing the same thing. I'm going to eventually purchase trucks, but it's one step at a time. This truck, for example, it's been great. Not really too many issues with it, except for the major issue that the CVV valve inside the transmission, according to what they're telling me at the dealership, went bad. Now, what the truck does is when you're driving, you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, doesn't matter what speed you're doing, the low pressure air gauge and light will start going. And that's pretty stressful at 70 miles an hour, or even at 30 miles an hour, because if those brakes pop, you got problems. So we've been to 3 different dealerships now. The first 2 dealerships couldn't figure out what the problem is. The third dealership did figure out what the problem is. And unfortunately for us, they're telling us that it's not covered on the warranty because they're saying that there was water in the tanks and that's what damaged the CVV valve. I don't think that that's the issue. I drain the tanks every day, so that's definitely not the case. It's just luck of the draw. You can get a brand new truck that you could be a fucking lemon. It can have problems the moment you leave the dealership. Or you can get a used truck that the moment that you get in it, boom, the thing starts having problems. Or you can get into a used truck that for the next year and a half, it doesn't give you any issues other than doing PMs and the regular maintenance that you have to do on the truck. The same thing with a new truck. Hopefully you get a couple years out of it where you don't have to do anything and you make a bunch of money, and then yeah, you can do just like the big mega carriers and you can turn this fucker in and you can get another truck. So I agree with Kevin V's philosophy. I think that that's the way that everybody should be thinking right now, because used trucks are just a headache and they stink. And it's just a problem overall. And if you're just getting into this game, even if you're just 2 years into it, believe me, you don't want to buy no used truck. Or just like Kevin's saying, maybe get a truck that's maybe no more than 3 years old. I wouldn't do no more than 2 years old, and I wouldn't do no more than 200,000 miles on a 2-year-old truck. And it all depends on where the truck ran. So those are the things that I'm going to be looking for when I go to purchase my equipment. I also do want brand new trailers too. I'm fortunate to have a brand new Great Dane trailer that my boss provided. And so yeah, that's my take on the whole thing. It's true, when you buy a brand new truck and be an asset, it's not a big deal having a truck payment. I know that a truck payment can be a little expensive, but believe me, in the long run, it's a lot cheaper than you having to put a transmission or a rear or a fucking motor or some crazy shit like that into a used truck. And believe me, if you don't have the money, you're out of business right then and there. So I think this video hopefully is informational for you guys. That's just my take on the whole thing. I agree with Kevin's video, and yeah, I think everybody should be buying new trucks. You know, we're young, we want to drive new trucks. We don't want to be driving some raggedy shit that's going to be breaking down, and you know, if you run over a twig, it sounds like you run over, a fucking log. So, without having said too many curses in here, I'm sorry about that, but sometimes they come out. I think that's going to be about the end of this video. I just wanted to keep it short, and I mean, there ain't really much to say. New is new. That's my theory. New is new. You buy some new shit and you're going to know. So, take care of yourself out there. Be safe. Don't take a 30-minute break at the fuel island because it's pissing people off. And, stay healthy. Maybe wear your mask. It still has to happen. And also subscribe. Hit that bell button. hit that bell so you can get notified when I post little videos and stuff like that. We're trying to get on this algorithm. We're trying to do the same thing. We're eventually going to buy some trucks. I'm in the process of getting my LLC, so we're trying. We're doing this slowly. You know, we're learning. So without all of that, please, guys, be careful out there. Stay safe. Happy holidays, and peace.